Hey guys, wow, what a stressful world that we are living in right now. There is so much uncertainty out there, and we wake up every morning and there's something new that we could choose to worry about. I'm creating this video because I know you're out there dealing with high anxiety and stress. I know I have. In the last year, I've had a lot of uncertainty in my life. I want to share with you how I deal with that and how I've dealt with it and what keeps me level and what can keep you level and keep you in that joyous state. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Sabrina Shaulis and I'm a life coach. I take a holistic approach to my coaching. And so today we're going to talk about just a few things that you can do to help bring down those anxiety levels and give yourself a sense of well-being and joy in this stressful and anxiety-filled world. So first off, I'm going to talk about exercise. Exercise is a excellent tool that you can use to dispel that energy that we have. We get all this anxiety and it's like built up in our minds and in our bodies. It gets stored in certain areas. And if you think about, okay, so if you're angry, we like get stressed up here. If our jaw gets tight, if we're anxious, we like hunch the shoulders, and so their energy stores in our body. And so this negative energy of anxiety and stress needs to get out. And so an excellent way to do that is with exercise. So whether you go outside for a run, or you get on your treadmill, or you flip on a YouTube exercise video, and you do push-ups and get yourself to the gym, whatever you can do, if you can even get 10 minutes a day and make it regular, that is going to help you immensely. It's not only is it going to relieve that built up energy that's in your body, it's going to give you some good endorphins to make you feel good and make your brain feel good and your body feel good. So that is one of the number one things you can do, is take up a regular exercise practice. And then next is nutrition. You know, what we're putting in our bodies really matters a lot on whether we're going to be stressed and anxious or whether we're going to be calm. So if we're eating a lot of sugar, that's going to cause us to be up here, and we're already, you know, with the things around us, we're already have no problem being up there. So we don't need to boost it even more with a bunch of sugar in our body or a bunch of refined sugar and flours and stuff like that. So watch that intake. Healthy vegetables and just real whole food that doesn't spike your insulin levels like that would be great. And then coffee, watch your coffee intake. Coffee causes anxiety, and so we're already stressed. So if you find yourself, drinking too much coffee, it just can make it worse. Also, your alcohol intake. Alcohol is a depressant. At first, it might feel like, if I just pour myself a glass of wine every night, it'll help my troubles go away. But really, it just makes us feel sadder and more hopeless and less apt to act on, the things that we need to do, like the exercise. So watch that. Watch what you take into your body, not only your body, but your mind. So, are you watching a lot of news? Are you watching a lot of the negativity? Yes, we need to stay informed, but how informed do we need to be? Do we need to know everything? And, do we need to constantly have that negativity coming into our brains, especially when we can't really do anything about it right now? So watch what you hear and listen to and see also. That's going to help you immensely. Turning on some good music at night instead of the TV, and cooking up a good healthy meal after your workout, that's really going to help you with your stress levels. And so the last thing I want to talk about is how we can manage our thoughts that can get out of control and spiral into anxiety. So we are not our thoughts. And an example of that is like one day we can be feeling awesome and having all these positive thoughts, and then the next day or even the next hour we're thinking something different and everything's doom and gloom. So thoughts come and go, right? But we tend to think that we are those thoughts, but we're the ones thinking those thoughts, if that makes sense. So we're the one observing those thoughts. So a really good tool that I use constantly is to meditate and what I do during my meditation is I just notice the thoughts popping up. And I'm like, oh, that was a thought, that's interesting, and I let it float on by, and I come back to observing my breath. And so my meditation every morning, I try to do it every morning. There's some mornings I skip, I'm going to be honest, but I do it on a regular basis, especially if I'm feeling anxiety filled. So sitting down and closing my eyes and listening to my breath and noticing the thoughts floating by. I don't have to be involved in them. And when I do have a thought, I get to choose what I do with it. So when we have those negative thoughts, we can train our brain to let them float on by, and we don't have to grab them and start to dwell on them. We just let it go on by, come back to your breath or come back to something positive, and learn to retrain your brain to look for the positives in life. One thing I do really that helps me immensely when I'm feeling sad or stressed or anxiety is I will do my meditation, my breathing exercises every day, and learn to quiet my mind that way. And then I also write down 3 things that are great, that I am grateful for. So when we can look at the positives in our life and try to keep a lot of the negatives out, then that just gives us a whole different outlook on the world. So learning to let your thoughts float on by, taking in those deep breaths to help calm the mind, and getting into those regular habits. So exercise, regular habits of exercise, regular habits of eating healthy and nutritious, and regular habit of meditating and learning to quiet the mind. We're so bombarded with information bombing us constantly. We need to pull back and just relax. And it is what it is. What's happening in the world, it is. And we do what we can. But a lot of it's out of our control. What is in our control is how we react to what is happening in the world. So I hope this helps. I encourage you to get a daily practice of all this stuff. And if you need help, I would love to be able to help you get into the routine of all this. So you can book a free consultation with me in the link below if you want to get on my calendar and talk more about it. No obligation. I'm here to help, and I would love to hear from you. So if you liked this video, please thumbs up it, hit the subscribe button, write a comment about it. All that stuff's going to help me grow my channel and keep bringing content to you. And I hope to see you in the next video. Okay, stay calm out there. Namaste.